Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike today, and today is a beautiful day. It's a nice Sunday. I mean, it's very warm outside, so I'm thankful for that finally. We're at a different lake this time. It's off in the distance. I wish I could have shown it closer. However, there was a lot of fishermen there today. Anyways, today's first topic, because I'm going to make a couple videos, why not? It's a beautiful day. Our first topic is the fear of the unknown, and that is mostly the future and what's going to happen in it, and will you be successful or will you go down the hill, will you lose all your money, will you lose someone that's important to you, and you just go on these endless little thought cycles where I'm sitting in the middle of a meadow and people are just kind of judging me, but that's okay, fuck it, sorry. And you go into these little thought cycles where really it's all kind of because of you. If you're thinking these stressful thoughts, first off, there's a difference between stress and pressure. Pressure is good because pressure forces you to do work and be productive and progress, while stress is you just sitting around and doing nothing to prevent the stress, the anxiety that comes from that. You're just sitting around and thinking, and too much thinking. I mean, thinking is good, but too much thinking, well, it can basically, it's kind of like a little bad trip. Basically, you just keep spiraling downwards. You keep thinking about the problem. You don't have any solution since you're not doing anything, since you're being lazy. And, just sitting around, it's going to get worse, and then it just keeps getting worse and worse every single hour that passes by, until you finally decide to do something to remove the stress, to remove these distracting thoughts from your head. So what should you do if you're suffering from constant stress from whatever it be? Your work, your school, your family, your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is in life. If you have constant stress, if you're worried about the future, if you're worried that you're not going to succeed, that you're going to lose sight of your goals, you're going to lose a sense of direction in life, you're going to get really depressed, upset, all this stuff, right? What do? So you begin immediately, starting from now. Sorry, I'm just observing all my surroundings here. Well, that's one of the things you should do, actually, is take a step back right now and look at all the thoughts in your head. Kind of observe them from a third person perspective. Observe which thoughts fall into which groups. There's the good thoughts, there's the bad thoughts, there's the work related thoughts, there's the nature-related thoughts. Whatever thoughts you have, separate them into groups, and then after you have done that, then realize which groups are important. Obviously, let's say the positive and the negative. You want to keep the positive. You want to look at the negative. You don't want to completely throw away the negative thoughts, which it's nearly impossible to do. I mean, with time, it's, of course, can be done, but you don't want to throw away the bad thoughts because they are teachers. They're learning experiences that they want to teach you a lesson in life so you don't repeat it again, so you are better and more evolved for next time when a certain event happens, and you handle it much better. So you want to look at the negative thoughts first, and you want to take away what you can from them, and then you can throw them away. You just put them to the side, basically, and you let the good thoughts, you focus more on the good thoughts and creating more positive experiences, because you learn from the positive experiences. Here's what made me happy last time, it's going to make me happy again, but maybe there's going to be some improvement with this and this, so it's going to get a little bit better. Oh, it's getting quite crowded, a little, not that crowded, but it's just a lot of people going on here, and you want to basically do whatever it is that made you successful before, but in an improved, evolved way, and continue with that, progress. Because if you keep busy, if you're working on making your day better, making next month better, making whatever it is, just life in general easier for your future self, it's immediately going to remove all the stress and the bad thoughts about the future, because you're shifting. I said shifting, that doesn't exist. I meant to say you're shaping your future. You basically can mold it as you go. Don't be afraid that it's set in stone, that you can't really change. If it's sort of also the law of attraction. If you have bad thoughts and bad thinking for the future, if you're thinking, hey, I'm going to lose my job, most likely, yeah, you will lose your job, because then you're going to be less motivated, then you're going to be more stressed out, more depressed, upset, you're going to be distracted. You don't want that going on in your head. bright. So, oh boy, sorry. And if you have good thoughts, if you have positive thoughts going on in your head, most likely the future is going to be much better. So let's start with today. This morning, the morning time is the best time to start making your day better because it can be the most productive period of your whole day. And it's basically a little bit of a prediction for how your day is going to turn out. If your morning went well, your day is most likely going to be much better handled than, let's say, if your morning went terrible, then you're going to be stressed out. Your whole day is kind of ruined at that point because of maybe one or two things that happened early on in the morning that could have been worked on, could have been prevented if you were just prepared enough. So maybe some of you guys like sleeping. However, there's some days when you got to wake up early and you got to take care of all your problems and be like a grown-up. You know, you got to be an adult and handle what is there before you. You can't be afraid of it. And then once you've handled that, then you can work on whatever else you want in the day, and you can catch up on sleep later, because sometimes, you know, if you sleep too much, it makes you more depressed and just endless spirals downwards. You don't want the endless spirals downwards because it just makes your future worse, which you don't want that. You're focusing on the future, and don't be afraid of the unknown because, as I said, you're able to shape it. So if you're thinking positive, if you want to be rich, successful, marry someone that's beautiful and loves you, and you want to be happy in the future, most importantly, right? You want to focus on yourself and be a better evolved version of who you are right now, then if you're focused on it, it will happen, you know? Anything is possible, to be honest, as long as you persist and you are patient with the persistence, because sometimes it takes a lot of persistence. It's a lot of hard work. There's really no substitute for hard work, as long as the work's, of course, aimed correctly. You know, you don't want to be working hard for something that's not going to progress you further. But yeah, if it is aimed and on target, on focus, if you're working very hard towards achieving your goals and towards making your dreams come true, then most likely it'll happen, as long as you never give up. Because the last inch one has, when everything is stripped away from them, you know, you lose even the clothes on their back, and you lose your clothes on your back, you lose your money, you lose everything, you lose your house, family, everybody betrays you, you're alone. The last thing one has in this whole entire world is hope. And you don't want to give up on that, because if you lose hope, you give up, you lose. That's it. You gave up everything. You have nothing else left that's there to support you. You don't have a helping hand, right? So you always want to have a bright light set for the future, because if you do, chances are things will get better. And if things are rough right now, it's only for a moment. It's going to pass. You know, it may take a little longer than you wanted to, but we have to deal with that because it's life, and life is tricky sometimes. It kicks us in the teeth. However, it's those times when we're kicked in the teeth, when things absolutely suck, and it's kind of like you're almost to the brink of just giving up everything and going insane and saying, screw this, whatever. Some people do give up, which is very sad because they lost their dreams and everything. But it's when you get kicked in the teeth and it absolutely sucks. You realize that those moments were one of the most important moments in your entire life, because that shifted. I was about to say shifted again or whatever. They shaped you who you are today. And, you know, if you have more bad moments in the future, remember, they're just learning experiences. They're going to make your future even better, as long as you believe in yourself and you believe that there's hope, and you will be patient to be persistent. So anyways, I wish anyone who watched this video a good day. I hope this might have helped anyone, and just keep a bright light set for the future. I mean, trust me, I'm in a not so good position right now myself. However, I know I'm confident in the future. I believe that I can do it based on my skills and experiences and my past. I know I can get out of this rough patch, and whatever life decides to throw it at me, I know there's going to be moments where I'm close to giving up, but ultimately you can't give up, because you just got to keep going. You don't know what the future will hold for you, and that's a good thing, because there's a lot of fun surprises waiting for you. So anyways, namaste.